Hey everyone, I've got another unboxing and review for you today. We're going to take a look at Cooler Master's MasterSet MS121 gaming keyboard and mouse combo. I should point out that there are two different styles of the MasterSet. There's this MS121 and there's also an MS120. The only difference between the two sets is that this MS121 comes with an ambidextrous style mouse, whereas the MS120 comes with a claw grip style mouse. So if you are interested in this combo, just know that you have options on the mouse style in order to fit your preferences. Now just some quick specs and features on this combo. Now this isn't a mechanical keyboard, but rather a keyboard that has mem-chanical switches, which just means that it has membrane style switches that are made to feel like mechanical switches. And for this keyboard, the switches are made to replicate the feel of MX Blue switches. The keyboard I actually use right now does have real MX Blue switches, so it's going to be interesting to see how the keyboard in this set compares to my existing keyboard. Both the keyboard and mouse in this set are RGB friendly, and in fact, the keyboard has Rgb Perky Backlighting. Now I'm not even 100% sure on what exactly that means. Whether that means I can program the backlight color of each key individually, which would be really cool, or if it just means that each key has their own backlight rather than a group of keys sitting on the same backlight zone. I think the latter of those two is the case, but either way, I'll figure that out as soon as I get this thing opened and hooked up and get into the software. But if you did see my new personal build that I did a couple of months ago, I'll likely look to do with the RGB lights something that matches the red, white, and blue RGB color scheme on my new setup. Now for the mouse, it has an Avago 3050 optical sensor that offers 4 different levels of DPI adjustment that range from 500 to 3500 DPI, and you can switch the DPI on this mouse on the fly. And again, the mouse that comes in this MS121 set is an ambidextrous style mouse, and the MS120 comes with a claw grip style mouse. Now, Cooler Master does have other keyboard mouse combinations available, like their Devastator 3 combo and their MK Lite L combo, but the MS120 and 121 are their highest end combos. But even at its price range of about 80 bucks, you would still put it in that budget category when you consider that you are getting both a keyboard and a mouse. So if you are looking for a super budget friendly option, you might want to check out those other two combinations. But if you have a little bit more to spend and you're looking for a good entry level gaming keyboard and mouse combo, one that delivers a little more, namely in offering you the feel of a mechanical keyboard as well as offering RGB lighting, then at least stick around for this full review, as the MS121 might be a solid option for you. And finally, one last thing to note before I get into unboxing and testing out the MS121 combo. The MS121 is available exclusively at Best Buy, which you can find a link to it in the description below. I believe you can get the MS120 from Amazon directly and other retailers if you do want to go that route instead, but the MS121 can only be purchased from Best Buy. All right, with all that being said, let's get this thing opened and set up and I'll start testing it out. I completely forgot to mention the best part about this review. First, it is important to note that Cooler Master did send me this keyboard mouse combo to review. And secondly, Cooler Master was also kind enough to not only throw in this unit for me to review, but they're also throwing in a unit to give away to one of you. So that means that you do have a chance to win this keyboard mouse combo. I have included a link to the giveaway in the description below, and the giveaway is now live and it will run until March 31st at midnight Pacific time. So you do have some time left to enter. Also, this giveaway is only open to users in the US and in Canada. In any case though, I just wanted to let you know about the giveaway real quick, and now we can get into unboxing it and testing it out. I've been using the MasterSet MS121 for close to 2 weeks now, and I'm really happy with it. Now, there was an initial adjustment period switching from my old keyboard and my old mouse, and the first thing that I did notice in using the MS121 was that the mouse was quite a bit lighter and smaller than the mouse that I had been using previously. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get comfortable with the lighter mouse, but after using it for a bit, I am fine with it now. And even the keyboard took a bit of adjusting to as well. But I think that is just the case when you move to a new keyboard and mouse. There is going to be some sort of adjustment period, right? Because typically these are two items that people use for long periods of time every single day, and the way they feel and operate just kind of becomes ingrained in you until you don't even think about them anymore. And so when you do end up switching to a new option, even when there is a slight difference in design or style, you definitely feel off for the first couple of days of using them. But I am fully adapted now to both the keyboard and the mouse. However, I also don't have bigger hands, and so I can work fine with the smaller mouse. If you do need a bigger mouse, again, the MS120 does come with a larger and heavier claw grip style mouse, so that's probably the way you'd want to go if you do have larger hands. The other thing that I wanted to come back around and touch on was in controlling the RGB lighting. I just assumed the keyboard would come with software that would allow you to change the lighting modes, but actually you change the backlights on the keyboard using the function keys. There is no software. Also, you cannot change the individual color of each key to whatever you want it to be. But the per key backlighting does mean that each key can be a different color. Now, those two statements sound contradictory, but while each key can change to a separate individual color, there is no setting on the keyboard that will allow you to choose what you want each key to be. So really, I found out that per key backlighting just means that the keyboard isn't backlit in zones, but rather by each individual key. And that gives it the ability to do some of those cool rolling effects with multiple colors. It did take me a bit to find a color scheme I liked, but if you saw in the video, I was able to get the wave mode to go red and blue, and so now that ties in with my new build. And if the wave becomes distracting, I can just switch it to all red, and with the mouse add a static blue or white. That also plays into my build's color scheme as well. The final thing I wanted to touch on was the Mem Kanaka Switches. For me, they felt pretty darn close to the MX Blues on my old keyboard. Now, that is a feel-based assessment, and as such, there are probably others out there who are a bit more hyper-aware of the feeling of mechanical switches who might disagree with me. But if you are someone who is working with a bit more of a budget, but you don't want to have to sacrifice the feel of a mechanical keyboard, the MS121 might give you the best of both worlds. Ultimately, for what you pay for this combo and for what you get, whether that's the decent amount of RGB lighting options or the fairly accurate replication of mechanical switches, this set to me seems like it is a pretty good deal. In fact, as I'm not as hardcore of a gamer as I once was, and I don't really need the more extreme features that my previous mouse and keyboard had, I probably won't even take the time to switch back to them. I'm already adapted to the MS121 set, and it does have better lighting features than my previous keyboard and mouse, so for the foreseeable future, I'll probably just continue to roll with this combo. But in any case, that just about wraps up this review. Again, Cooler Master is throwing in an extra MS121 set to give away to one lucky winner. So if you are interested in getting this combo, but you're not quite ready to make the purchase, you could always enter in to win it, and hey, who knows, maybe you'll get it for free. You can enter into the contest by going to the link in the description below. If it is past March 31st of 2018 and you are seeing this review, you still might want to check out that giveaway link, as we typically have some kind of giveaway contest going on. Thank you to Cooler Master for sending us the set to review, and thank you to all of you for watching. I'll see you next time.